Hi, I'm Dr. Jack Bartel, and I'm a licensed clinical psychologist specializing in LGBTQ healthcare, and I'm here to talk to you about how to come out as trans. Coming out as trans can be both a very scary and exhilarating experience, and as a trans person myself, I know just how daunting this whole process can be. So here are 3 tips I recommend for coming out as trans. Number 1 is testing the waters. You can get a sense for how other people might feel or react to you coming out by talking about trans people in general, or even asking questions about trans folks. This could be, for example, talking about a non-binary person in the media, or showing them an influencer that's really inspired you who just so happens to be trans. It could even be a little bit more direct, where you ask if they would like to donate to a transgender surgery fund with you or go to a trans-centered charity event. Either way, this might give you a pretty good idea about how they're going to feel or react when you come out to them. Number 2. Understand that not all reactions are 100% personal. So after you test the waters, you might get a general sense for how people are going to feel or react when you come out to them. The honest truth is, though, you won't really know until you do. And people react usually based on their own situations, which means we can't necessarily control how they respond or what they say, which can be super scary, super uncomfortable, and overall just not a super fun experience. But something that can be really helpful to keep in mind is that quite often people end up responding to you or react to you based on their own emotions and thoughts rather than the information you just gave them. So for example, a friend or family member might react or respond angrily to you coming out. Their reaction actually ends up being based more in their own fears about being uneducated about transgender, non-binary folks rather than the new information you just gave them. So like I said, it may not necessarily be 100% personal. Either way though, this doesn't mean that you can't feel how you feel about someone's less than desirable reaction or maybe even a rejecting reaction. And it also never excuses anyone's harmful behaviors or words. Number 3, create a pros and cons list. I know this sounds super cheesy and like something you would be told to do in grade school, but we actually find that visual exercises can be really helpful, not only to help people organize their thoughts, but get them out. And let's be honest, before coming out, a lot of your thoughts are worry-based, what-if-based, and surround the worst-case scenario. So a pros and cons list kind of forces you to get out of that only negative thinking pattern and might actually help you feel a little bit more confident. Just some final thoughts before the video ends. Coming out might be difficult, scary, and feel completely out of reach. Just know, no matter where you are in your coming out journey, it's important that you do it on your own timeline and within your own safety. From one trans person to another, I just want you to know that you are worthy and deserving of being you. I really hope these 3 tips helped, and let us know if you'd like to see more.